Brown Coaching and Consulting creates learning partnerships with organizations, educational institutions, and community groups to promote confidence, resiliency, and achievement in high school and college students. Everything about the transition from high school to college and college to career and essentially adolescence to adulthood is about understanding who you are. It's about the transition away from being dependent on external authority to self-assurance. I am an educator. It's clear culturally and socially that education is important, but we also know that education is beyond academics. My content is focused on what you need to succeed beyond the classroom. When I'm with my students, we're attacking the skills, topics, and subjects that you don't hear about in school, like goal setting, conflict management, communications. And we do this in realistic but refreshing ways. When people say messy hair, I think it's when you know you ran late for an interview and you ran out and you didn't brush it and you walk in and half of it's over here. But you do bring up a very good point in terms of, how subjective groomed hair is. So, and that's why I want us all to contribute to this conversation because we do have these questions. My immediate metric for success, of course, is learning, growth, and development. What do you know now that you didn't know before, and what can you do now that you didn't think you were able to do before? Of course, I also value engagement and authenticity. This is a space that wholeheartedly allows me to be myself, and I make sure that I extend that same right to my students. In terms of engagement, learning is interactive and it's interesting. And that's why I use methods rooted in improv, storytelling, and discussion so that we can take topics that at times may seem obvious and approach them with a new perspective. I want people to know that I'm dynamic. I want people to know that I value learning and I value knowing and I value the synthesis of both. I want people to know that no matter what I do, I think it's incomplete to do something without it being meaningful to someone else. My goal is to continue to create spaces and work in spaces that truly allow you to connect with people. And I don't mean that kind of lazy connection or nebulous connection. I mean where what we are doing is so rooted in our understanding of human experience. But cover letters allow you to set a tone, to make you feel a little more human, to tell your story.